In a land where time is but a whisper in the desert winds, where the stars speak in riddles and the moon keeps ancient secrets, there once lived a people who carried stories like treasures hidden in the folds of night. Beneath the endless velvet skies of the east, where silken tents rise and fall like breaths of destiny, tales were not merely told, they were conjured, woven from firelight and shadow, sung by poets and whispered by wanderers. These stories survived the fall of kingdoms and the silence of time. Tonight the sands shift again, and an old door creaks open. A tale long forgotten stirs in its slumber, ready to be summoned, not read, ready to breathe again, not just remembered. So hush now, light the lantern, let the incense burn. For in this sacred hour of storytelling, you are no longer here, but there, in the time before time, in the world of wonders, in the age of 1001 nights. The tale begins. Once in a faraway land of sun-baked earth and endless desert winds, there was a city that never slept, a place of merchants, whispers, and ancient secrets. And in the heart of this city lived a boy named Yasin. He was no ordinary boy. His eyes held more questions than most people dared to ask in a lifetime. Yasin worked in the market, selling dates and dried apricots for a man who never smiled. Every day was the same: heat, shouting, coins clinking. But Yasin had dreams. Wild, bright, unruly dreams that refused to fade with the morning sun. And every night he stood atop his tiny rooftop, staring at the distant mountains, wondering what lay beyond. One evening, as the call to prayer echoed through the alleys, an old woman stopped at Yasin's stall. Her back was bent, her voice like cracked leather. She bought no fruit. Instead, she leaned in close and whispered, "In the shadow valley, beyond the dune, where even camels dare not cross, lies a cave. Inside a treasure so old it drinks the memory of time itself. But beware, the treasure is cursed. Many have sought it, none returned." Then she vanished into the crowd. Most would have laughed. Most would have forgotten. But not Yasin. That night he packed dates, water, and the rusty dagger his grandfather once used in the war. At dawn he left the city. The desert stretched like an ocean of gold. Days passed. The sun blistered his skin. The wind whispered strange things at night. Jackals watched from the ridges, but Yasin pressed on. Eventually the sky darkened with thick gray clouds, a rare omen in a land where rain was a myth. And there, hidden behind jagged black rocks, he found it, the entrance to the cave. It was no ordinary opening. It breathed. The air coming out was cold, metallic, like old blood and secrets too ancient to name. He lit a torch and stepped inside. Inside, the walls were covered in carvings, creatures with too many eyes, symbols that pulsed if you looked too long. Yasin's heartbeat echoed louder than his footsteps. The deeper he walked, the colder it grew. Then he found the first skeleton. Its hand was outstretched toward a bowl carved from obsidian. Inside the bowl, a single coin lay glowing softly. Gold, but not of this world. He did not touch it. As he went deeper, he began to hear voices, faint at first, then louder. They spoke languages he didn't understand, but their meaning was clear. Go back, but he didn't. In the deepest chamber of the cave, there was a pedestal, and on it, a box, stone sealed with bone and twine. Above it, written in faded script, "He who opens the box shall open himself." Yasin hesitated. His hand trembled, but he opened it. There was no gold, only a mirror, but the mirror did not show his reflection. Instead, it showed an older version of him. Wiser, yes, but broken, alone, eyes sunken, surrounded by riches, but with no warmth in his soul. He stumbled back, then a whisper behind him, "This is your reward." A figure emerged from the shadows, tall, robed in tattered silk, with a face made of shifting sand. "I am the guardian," it said. "The treasure is not gold, boy, it is the truth. And truth takes more than it gives." Yasin asked, "Can I leave?" The guardian's eyes, if they were eyes, glimmered. "Yes, but something must stay behind." Yasin's voice cracked. "What?" "Your voice, your shadow, your name. Choose." He paused, then answered, "My name." The guardian nodded. A gust of wind blew through the cave, and just like that, Yasin forgot who he was. He wandered back to the city, silent, nameless, with a strange light in his eyes. People stared, but no one remembered him. Even the man at the fruit stall swore he had never seen this boy before. But Yasin, or whatever he was now, didn't mind. He had seen something most never would. He had touched a truth so ancient it burned. At night he would draw strange symbols on the walls. Children said he spoke to shadows. And when the wind was right, some claimed they could hear him whispering stories into the air. Stories about treasure and choices and the price of knowing too much. Years passed, then decades. A new boy, restless and curious, found an old man living at the edge of the city, carving symbols into stone. The man's eyes were distant, but kind. "Tell me a story," the boy said, and the man smiled, though no one had seen him smile in years. He said, "Once, there was a boy who found a cave." And so it began again. Because some treasures are never meant to be found. Some truths echo through time, waiting for the next dreamer to listen. And so, as the final ember fades and the night exhales its last breath, the story returns to slumber, folded once more between the pages of silence and stars. What you've heard tonight is but a fragment of the East's boundless heart, a single echo in the grand chamber of legends, a whisper carried by the winds of ages, finding you now as it found others before and will find others still. Perhaps it is not the end, but a pause. For stories, like rivers, never truly stop. They only wait, curling into dreams, slipping into shadows, ready to return when the moon is high and the world is quiet once more. So close your eyes gently, but keep your heart ajar, for the tale will come again, maybe in another form, maybe with another name, but always with the same spirit. Until next time, beneath stars and silence, the tale rests.